What's up, y'all? This is the Exit Plan Pod. We're here with nobody else other than Renaldo, the owner behind Ronaldo's Culinary Cuisine. We've been waiting on this. Is divine interview, divine timing for this interview. As y'all see, I was smashing the food before this interview started. But brother, I appreciate you. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great, man.
I
Thank you for
appreciate
having
that.
me.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.
Um, let's talk about it, man. We in the space right now. What did it take to get to this space, to Ronaldo from 2017 when you started to now?
Shoot, that's easy, man. Not quitting. Not quitting, keep moving forward, staying positive, and always having the will to prove people wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your journey is your journey. Nobody can do that for you,
Mhm.
So not quitting is the main thing. Don't
Yeah.
quit.
And what I like we was talking out before the podcast starting, owning a restaurant, it takes about it's hard to kind of stay in business. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
About a
right.
year or two for a business to kind of figure out if it's going to work or not. What did you have any moments like that coming into it, or
I had a lot of moments because of our economy.
yeah,
There was times where people were struggling for gas, just kind of like now. This has happened before.
yeah,
And then even COVID, I was still able to open and function during COVID.
yeah. Mhm.
So it's just really just finding a way, to stay open. I was in the mall, but it made me pivot to a food truck because of social distancing.
Mhm.
But I never had to close.
Mhm. You
So
always find a reason to
you got
stay
to find a
open and keep
way.
it going.
Yes, sir.
I love that. Let's well, we're gonna skip a little bit back before Ronaldo.
Okay.
So I look back a little bit. You went to prison for a little while. If you're
Yeah.
speaking on,
Yeah.
um, how was that experience and being able to adjust and coming back into a space where like you want to create and put yourself out there for people?
Um, well, with prison, I'm never ashamed to talk about it. That's one. Because your testimony can help the next man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Either not make the same mistakes you made,
Mhm.
or pivot and do something else entirely. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? That ain't the way to go. So that's why I
Right.
always tell people my story. But yeah, I did time for trafficking. It's mandatory time, and while I was in there, I started instead of thinking about a criminal plan when came home, something that can land you back in there,
Yeah.
start thinking about a plan of what I can do to take care of my family. I always knew I wanted to be my own boss. I always knew I wanted to be a businessman in some sort. I just didn't know to be I didn't know to be at a restaurant.
Yeah.
That was the Most High's plan. I had no idea what it was gonna be, but I knew I was gonna be a boss.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time I was on my way home, I was right in the back of my Bible, all the things I want, all the things I need to do, all the way down to the dog I got right now. Because you get newspapers in there, you always see people selling dogs. So I'm looking at all this stuff. Oh, I want that when I get home. So I wrote that in the back of my Bible. So everything I wrote in the back of my Bible, I have achieved every page of it.
That's hard.
But it ain't an overnight thing. It's something that took years. I got out in 2010. My business didn't open till 2017. So it took 7 years staying to the ground, staying focused to get to that point in 2017. But the main thing in the inside, you want to get back to your kids, you want to get back to your family. You know what I mean? But the process of building Ronaldo's Culinary started on my bunk in prison. What could I do to feed my family without going back to doing what I was doing? And the thing about the restaurant industry, they don't really look at your background like that. Like they look at it, but you're not judged by it. If you have a skill, they're gonna hire you. So I came out with paperwork, and then while I was getting those jobs here in Charlotte, I was also going to school. So I got
LC grad.
huh?
LC grad.
I'm an LC grad for my first degree, but I went to the Art Institute for my culinary degree.
All right.
I have a BFA in liberal arts.
I heard about our institute.
Yeah,
I
they're
looked.
closed now, but they're all over the country.
Yeah.
Just our chapter here in Charlotte is closed, but a great school, and it helped me get the jobs that I was getting because I had paperwork attached to me. Um, but you can have paperwork and still not be good in cooking because it takes love, it takes your heart to really do this.
Right.
You know, you got people with crazy better skills than me. They might not love it as much as me. So my plate gonna transition different than the person who even got better skills if it's just a job for them. If it's a passion, you can actually you know, do your thing. So prison helped me structure things together. So by the time I came home, I was running, man. Yeah, it wasn't no looking back. That part of my life was done, over with. It is what it is. But I didn't let it define who I was because it wasn't who I was to begin with. You know what I'm saying?
That's hard. I think, and shout out to you first of all, because I think that's a testament to who you are as a person. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of things can break us, especially in today's world. You feel me?
Yes.
Um, so that alone, I commend you overly.
Give thanks.
Just for seeing your vision through and trusting, because like you said, it could be a testimony to somebody else. And it's definitely a testimony to me because I was looking back and I'm reading, doing my research and everything, and I didn't know this stuff before. And I'm like, to see you now, like I've been telling people all the time about Ronaldo's. It's only 3 restaurants I be telling people about in the city to come to for real.
Heard.
And Ronaldo's is in that
I
three.
appreciate
You
that.
feel me? No,
Yes,
that's
sir.
love. And it's not really just about the food for real. It's just the love because you always. It's either back in the kitchen or you at the register. So and it's barely at the register. The times I came.
Yes.
And I think that's just a testament. Like you said, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. It's kind of like grandma cooking. Grandma got a bad day, that food, that Sunday dinner, it's gonna
It
hit.
ain't hitting right. That's right.
Mhm.
Love is a secret ingredient to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Um, what was the transition like going into to DoorDash and the third party company that you went to? I know. Did you start off in DoorDash or did like how was that transition?
No, so when I started my business, those apps weren't even available yet.
Mm,
Yeah, that stuff wasn't out in 2017.
that's fact. That's fact.
Yeah,
That's
it
fact.
kind of
That's fact.
came in after I'm already kind of seasoned as a restaurant owner.
I,
So the transition was I wouldn't say it was actually really easy because it gave me more ways to earn income. You know, our world is a now world. Might not feel like driving across town, and you can DoorDash something, still get it there in the same time that you would have took you to drive over there.
gotta drop me up.
You know, those um those apps help a lot. You know, I don't like how they upcharge a lot of the pricing.
Yeah.
You know, to make you look like you're actually charging a lot of money. Um, but it's kind of like going to the store and that 2 liter soda is cheaper than the 20-ounce soda that's in the cooler. You're paying for the convenience that that small soda is cold already and you can go ahead and drink it.
Mm-hmm.
So I get it. You know, the DoorDash, you're paying for that convenience that this thing you love can be brought to your doorstep without you having to interrupt your peace.
Mm-hmm.
You
So
know?
so DoorDash upcharges all the like they upcharge all the
Yeah,
prices.
but I don't get that.
Ah,
Yeah, the Uber, the Chow Nows, DoorDash, Postmates, whatever charges you see on their thing is not the same charge for me when if you came in my restaurant to eat. So yeah, they get that money, those
okay.
fees and stuff. That's not for us as
So
business owners.
so y'all, that's another reason to come to Ronaldo's. The prices is the price inside, but regardless, you're gonna get the convenience because the food speaks for itself. But a lot of people, I think they get that kind of mixed up with DoorDash. They be like, oh, they charge an extra because it's on DoorDash maybe, but it's really that third
Yeah,
party.
that's DoorDash.
Okay.
Has nothing to do with me. Nope.
What moment did it stop? Did it to stop feeling like a hustle and more so like a short thing, if that makes sense.
Um, the day I opened my door. So of course, just like any black owned restaurants, you start off selling plates. You know what I mean? In your neighborhood, people you know, you might post, they like it, I want some. Now you want to sell plates. So in that era of your business, you're hustling.
What was that like? That
Um,
hustling era.
Well, for me, I've always treated my hustle like a business. I took it serious. I made sure I took money out to put back into the business. Um, I made sure I was on time and open on the days I'm supposed to be. Because I think it's important to start that business model even without a building. You know what I mean?
Infrastructure.
Yeah, if you plan on taking it to the next level, you just ain't got there yet. Still run it as if you're there. You know what I mean? Don't wait to get there and then try to figure out what to do.
Real.
Start crashing and learning now before that happens. Thing is, you just got to know it's going to happen.
And at the time, you was like, sometimes you got to be hands on with everything. Well, starting off hustle, you got to be hands on with everything. You got to be okay with that.
I did everything. And here's the thing: working for yourself, it don't matter. It's for you.
Right. Right.
You're not doing all this work for somebody else who ain't gonna even appreciate you at the end of the day. You're doing it for yourself, and you're gonna appreciate yourself. So you don't even think about it when you're in it like that. I never thought about how much I was doing, nothing that. All I thought about is that I'm taking care of my family, and I might have the potential to go do more, and I just kept doing more. So,
did you ever feel like there would be a moment where it was maybe like, maybe this is too much, or maybe this isn't for me?
never.
It's always you.
Man, I had a job to do. I got one job, bro.
Real.
Yeah, that was it. I got one job to do, and that's to get my family into a space, that we're comfortable in.
Real.
So that it was nothing.
I think like you was piggybacking, like you said, the piggyback on what you said, going back to the hustling era. Um, you had neighborhood friends and stuff that pull up, and I think it's dope that you have that celebrity recognition. But I think it's also a dope thing that you still retain like those ups, those friends and family that were there from the.
Oh, nah, you got to keep the people around you that's gonna keep you grounded, man. You don't want to be this bougie dude who's not relatable. I gotta live here. I live in Charlotte. So what I look like, trying to act like I'm better than somebody. We all gonna have our chance and we all gonna have our day. It just come at different times. You know what I mean? So, and I give a lot of support. That's why I know I'm gonna get it.
And I noticed that
I support a lot of people, and I want to. It ain't forced. It's like we got some talent here in the city, man.
Crazy.
Like I actually like that shirt I bought. I like that outfit I bought from this guy that is local. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's very important that we support each other. And I think it's more important that you keep people around you that's gonna tell you when you wrong. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got them kind of friends around you, you gotta get some new friends, King. Yeah, they gonna have you crash. You feel me? You gotta get the people around you, be like, bro, I would have did this different, or can just let you know about yourself and you can respect what they saying.
Right.
You know what I mean?
People you gonna respect what they saying, not take it to heart.
You can't take it to heart. If I'm your man's, know what kind of place I'm coming from.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you got to be able to receive it. A lot of times it ain't what we say, it's how we say it. So if your man's coming to you with respect, honor, loyalty, and then just happen to have to say something to you about you might have been out of pocket, you got to eat that.
Real.
That's your man's. He ain't just coming for you for nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So those people gonna be around me forever because they gonna keep me to where I can keep moving forward. If you don't have them, if you just have yes men around you, you ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, cause they take you anywhere. I was on the phone with my homegirl earlier, and she was like, "If you, I don't want to mess with her quote because she was talking." But she was basically like, if you go into something with and you don't have the right intentions, you just shooting aimlessly.
That's right.
You just shooting aimlessly. So basically, she was basically saying it's better that going to something like, for example, Renaldo. You went into that with intention, and you see a target and you knock it down, and you see where you're at today.
Yes.
Years later, almost a decade later.
And keep having goals. Don't stop with one. You reach that one, go to another one. Like that's a driving force to keep you wanting to be great. I got a lot of work to do. You know what I'm saying? But I can't not take away from the work I've done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And nothing wrong with being humble either. You know what I mean? I like being humble. I like being a regular dude. I like being relatable to people. Um, because it's very important that people look at you like they look at anybody else.
Like they see a version
Yeah, I
of
don't need to be
themselves.
put on no pedestal. You know what I'm saying? Because my thing is to spread love. You know what I mean? Spread that energy. Keep people in a positive space. You know what I'm saying? Even though I might have human moments, I'm not always happy.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you might not never know it. Because my job is to make sure you're good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure you got great energy. You know, we all got some issues going on in our lives. You know what I mean? So mine don't go above yours. You know what I mean? Everybody's important. Yeah.
I love how you support people because just going back to what you're saying, staying humble. Um, just going back to you supporting the people and the young ones in the city, the upcoming people from clothing brands to artists and stuff. I see them pulling up and you post them on your page.
Oh yeah.
Like for an upcoming person, that's something big to them because, like for example, I speak to myself for myself. Just going into this space when I reach out to certain guests and their following may be up there and stuff like that. You think like maybe that person may have a certain persona to them, but I've been coming to your restaurant for probably to 2021, 2022
Okay.
for a little minute. I started with the
Yeah.
Oxtail Pizza, working my way up, trying new things and stuff like that. My sister got my sister on and everything.
I love that.
Like so, I think, and I've been seeing like outside of the growth, just that constant support people show you and everything. And like, I was nervous myself even coming to approach you. I remember we first spoke to you
Yeah.
some months ago. My homeboy walked you down actually before I could get to you. But like that's one of my homeboys. He'd tell me how it is and stuff like that. And honestly, I don't think we may would have probably even gotten here. Probably would have been a little sooner if it wasn't for him
Right.
just jumping in on that leg because I was going in and getting the food and thinking I got to show you like, yeah, I'm here buying the food, supporting, and it just be as easy as a conversation because
Absolutely.
it's already known. And
Nah, man, listen, I appreciate every opportunity. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always answer my phone. You miss a phone call, that's a missed opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So don't ever be scared to be great, bro.
teaching me something.
Yeah, don't be scared to be great.
Bro.
Like, what's the worst thing a person could say?
No.
No. You move on to the next interesting person that you know could be a great interview for your podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like only us as individuals can be in our own way. Can't nobody get in your way.
Right.
It's you that might be in your way.
Real.
Yeah, you got to tell you to get out the way for so you can move forward.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I think,
but that comes with your age too.
Yeah.
You're a young man, man. You once you figure out who you really are, I mean, we're gonna be seeing you for a while. Yeah, man.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure.
I seen that you gave back to the homeless a couple times.
Oh yeah.
You also gave gift certificates and stuff like that, but specifically the homeless. You went out there and cooked and you fed the homeless. I thought that was big for me because I'm out. My homeboys they see me all the time. Whether I'm out and I got a jacket on or something. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Take this or something. I see somebody laying on the ground. I think that's big for me. So that made me even more want to reach out and want to connect more with you as a person outside of the business aspect of everything just because of that. A lot of you don't see that.
Well, I mean, I had a blessed upbringing. Like, we wasn't poor, we wasn't rich though, you know? So I come from a grounded, woke family. So me doing something for the poor and things of that nature, I do a lot and don't post it. I just feel like it ain't genuine. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might catch something and I repost it, fine.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna post myself doing a kind gesture of something I should do anyway.
Right.
Just being a human being. Somebody asks for help, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe they didn't ask for help, but I see they need help, you know what I'm saying? So I just think be normal, and you see something you can do at that time, even if it's a little change in your car.
Easy.
Of course, this person might can go get a job or something, but maybe they can't.
Right.
What are you about to do with the change for real?
You're gonna keep it and just let it sit.
You know what I'm saying? Just go, you gonna mess that up, put it on something stupid. You know, you never know. But give the man a change. It ain't hurting nothing. And you feel a lot better when you do that.
Mhm.
You feel like a piece of you just came together when you're doing these kind of gestures, with nobody around, nobody looking, just you being a good human being. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always gonna be on some giving back. Kids, neighborhood. I mean, you got to think the folks that support are people.
Right.
Like, why wouldn't I give back and put my time and energy into them folks? Because guess what? I fed a couple of homeless folks, and I seen them get some money. Guess what they went and spent it with? With me.
Come on.
Like they remembered that, and then came when they got a couple of dollars. Hey, can I buy this now? And I don't even think it was covering the whole bill. But the fact, whatever money they just borrowed, they came, man, I fed them what they wanted.
Real.
You know what I'm saying? It was just, man, that meant a lot to me that you even remember that I done that for you. So now you got a little money. You came back to spend money with me. I mean, you can't make that kind of stuff up, bro. It's amazing feeling.
I think that builds last longer in interactions and relationships.
Yeah,
because
for sure.
You never know. Like I said, like going back to being humble, never being too big, but never being too low.
Yeah.
You be too big, God can take it. He can take it all the way.
Absolutely.
Feel me? Those same people that you were treating that way, you may have to reach out. They may have to extend the olive branch in return. You feel
Absolutely.
me? And you never know.
You never know.
You feel me?
I always tell my staff, you never know who you're cooking for. So I always throw that love and that honor into that.
Yeah.
So you can give out the best dish possible, because you don't know what kind of jobs people have or who they are.
They just looking for some food, some good food.
They came to get food. You know what I'm saying? So respect it in that manner. You know what I mean? But yeah, put this good stuff out in the world. Good stuff coming back, man. You know what I mean? It's really that simple. And again, I'm still growing.
All right.
Yeah, I still got ways to go.
Yeah.
But I mean, some stuff is just in you, man. It ain't on you. You know what I'm saying?
You can't fake that.
That's right.
You can't fake that. You answered my question. I was finna ask you, what was the important part about giving back during your building? But you didn't answer that. So
it was important for me because I've been homeless before. I've had rough times. Hell, I was homeless with my kids for like 9 months. Just me and 3 of my kids in a hotel. We made it through that whole process. You know what I'm saying? So
that's hard.
It's one of them things, if you've been there, then you know.
Yeah, I had some nights where I slept in my car and stuff like that. And,
I've had some trials and tribulations to know how to look after others. You feel me? So
just touch back a little bit on the restaurant. Everybody in my eyes, I feel like everybody knows the Oxtail Pizza. That's a staple.
Yeah.
What brought up those type of different creations with food that made you want to kind of experiment a little more with putting things in?
So my menus were pretty much designed to show folks that Black people cook more than soul food.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying? Anytime a Black restaurant come out, they automatically put us in the soul food category. And I'm like, man, we do all kind of stuff.
We get busy for
Yeah, my mother never just cooked one way.
Yeah.
I had egg rolls, spaghetti's Italian. Pizzas, homemade, tacos is Latino food. So you mean to tell me all we known for is soul food? That makes no sense to me. So I do this kind of menu to show them, man, we just can cook. Because if you ask me, because you live in down south, that don't mean you're making soul food.
Right.
Because there is a such thing as Southern cooking. So you got Southern cooking, and then you got soul food.
Yes, sir.
We both in North Carolina, but it's 2 different lanes. See what I'm saying? So we just cook more than that. And I got tired of that bias. I got tired of being put in that group. And so my thing is to pave us forward. There's so many Black talented chefs in our city alone.
Crazy.
Just in our city alone. That how can y'all just say we cook soul food?
Like it's more.
It's kind of disrespectful, man. I went and did all this college culinary, and that's what you're gonna put on me.
Soul food fried, like
yeah.
Nah. I think
So
that's
so
dope.
our people, we're innovators, man. You know, we creators, you know. So I just refuse to take that kind of title. And not only that, we got people already covering them lanes and they do a great job at it. So why do I need to step in my sister lane or in my brother lane when I can create my own?
Right.
See what I'm saying? So that's what that boils down to. That's why you see the menu that I come up with. It's showing them that we are different and we do whatever way we put our minds to.
That's real. That's real. Y'all, the menu's been like this since he started. The menu's been like this since he started. I seen Po' Boys. I seen Crab the oh man, it was something that stuck out to me that I really outside of the Po' Boy. When I remember it after this, I'll tell you.
Okay.
What's something that you think people misunderstand about the restaurant business? Or well, yeah, the restaurant business.
Not everybody can do it. I think people see somebody doing something and, oh, I can do that. And that's not true. The business part of it and the creative part of it is two different lanes. You could be a great cook and a suck at as a businessman.
Right.
So, you know, you got to get people around you to uh, help navigate certain areas that you're weak at and understand that you're weak at it. See, I built a team around me. I got some guys in my life that play their position, play their part. We all come together like Voltron. You know what I mean? But I had to shed some of my pride to let that happen. Because when you wear every hat, something's gonna get missed, something's gonna mess up. You can't wear every hat. You might need to get a manager. You know what I'm saying? You might need to get a booking agent, a guy that can book things for you, make sure you're at your appointments when you're supposed to be, letting you know you got an interview on Thursday at 3 o'clock and blah, blah, blah. See, that might help you function a little better with your business.
Right.
So the main goal is to build a team and make sure everybody eat, not just you. You know what I'm saying? That's my main thing. A piece of the pie. You don't need the whole pie. A piece of $1 billion is a lot of money still.
You don't want a bunch of hungry
You don't need the whole bill.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but because you want to spread that love through there so you can have that team.
Right. I love that.
I always think about Kevin Hart when I think about this stuff.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart got the Red Cup Boys. You know, a lot of people think Kevin Hart write all these jokes, but no, he got the Red Cup Boys. And all of them look fly. Everybody eat. Everybody riding. Everybody got a mansion. See, that is where I'm trying to base my team model on.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to have my own Kevin Hart team. But we all got our place on our team and we put it together and we all get this money together and we divide it the way it needs to be divided. You know what I'm saying? One loaf of bread should still go four ways.
Everybody eating, everybody satisfied.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like that.
So that's what I look at.
I'm focusing on that right now, building infrastructure, taking time back, like you said, watching people like Kevin Hart. We was talking before the episode, Wallow and Gillen.
Or like Ludacris and his partners, Zulu, Shaka, or I think it's Shaka.
Tell me about it.
They've been partners for probably 30 years, but no contract. They just solid to each other. They ain't even got a written contract, bro. Like that is unheard of.
Real.
But them the people I'm looking at for that kind of inspiration for me to do the same.
A relationship
to where even if we do have a contract, the contract doesn't matter because we're just gonna do right by each other.
Right.
Period.
Just off of I know you and what we got for each other.
And I can't do this without you.
Right.
Like you ain't get here by yourself. I had help.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I had help. I had family. I had a praying mother. You know what I mean? Like all that stuff and components help you get to where you're trying to go in your career or in your life in general.
As that's what I'm learning right now, building my team. Will, me and my videographer were just talking before this about a booking agent and stuff like that because I got something I can't say right now, but I want to know later in the year. But just with stuff like that, making sure everything is smooth. So that way, knowing me, I like to kind of have everything on one accord and knowing what I'm going into and lined up. Whether if I'm doing, I don't have an assistant right now and stuff like that. So
Gotcha.
it's all me right now. You feel me? But still learning that and being able to bring somebody in like a homeboy or somebody close to me that has that relationship where I can teach it to them.
Right.
Teaching the role, and I know you got me picking my brother.
Absolutely.
I like that. I got 3 questions before we wrap up out of here.
Okay.
I'll probably already asked you this at the beginning. At what point did this become more than just an idea and more of your exit plan? Well, it could be a moment. It could be celebrity. It could be some recognition where you open.
Well, it was my exit plan as soon as they popped that gate in prison. Like I knew I was gonna do the restaurant. Not maybe have my own,
Yeah.
but I knew I was about to get in that industry.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And probably the moment in school when people were eating, we were in labs, and I see people like and shaking their head and eyes closing and shit. I'm like, okay, boy, maybe I got something here. Yeah, like you see them kind of expressions,
hey, bro. You can hand me that plate. Like,
you see them kind of expressions, man. That's everything, bro. Yeah, that's everything. So,
like y'all see it. This is the macro. You want to tell them what this is? I want to.
oh yeah, nah, it's a mac and cheese egg roll, man. We call it the mac roll. You know, it's got a drizzle bang bang sauce, chef's touch of salt and pepper, and bacon crumbles on it.
It's like that too.
It's one of our staple dishes as well, as far as for apps.
Come on. What's something you would tell a young Renaldo if he was watching this right now?
Don't be afraid to fail. I think if I wasn't afraid to fail, I probably could have done this to begin with instead of going through so much to get here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to be different.
Trying things.
And don't be afraid to follow your own path. I just wish I could have been a leader a lot sooner. When you're younger, you kind of follow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wish I could have been a leader a lot sooner. Know who I was and what I bring to the world. You know what I mean? Not even on some cooking stuff. It's just who you are as a person. Mm-hmm. You're bringing something to the table.
How you can add value.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Like that. And that's what I'm figuring out myself right now. Figuring out a little late, but not really late, just right on time.
Right.
Especially like you said, you were teaching, you knew right out of prison, this is what you was going to do.
Yes.
I know this is what I want to do, but just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's the most high's timing, man. It's never our timing.
Right.
So that's why I never even think about that kind of stuff. Because your life is already designed. You know what I'm saying? Your life is already designed. Your movie, your script has already been made. It's on you to follow the script. It's on you to follow your blueprint. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a Bible guy, but there's a verse that always stuck out to me. I don't say I'm not a Bible guy just because it ain't like I read every day and stuff like that. Yeah. I believe, yes.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
But I'm not. I ain't a guy who could just be talking that stuff.
Scripture,
because even some of them who sound like they know what they're doing, they don't know what they're doing either.
Right.
But this one passage sticks out to me. He says that I knew you while you were in your mother's womb. That lets me know my life was already scripted.
It's already said.
The Most High said he knew me while I was in my mother's womb. I wasn't even born yet, right?
Right.
So if he knew me then, that means he knows me later. Mm-hmm. My life is already planned out. So me going to prison, me having children, young, when I was young, me going through all those things was supposed to happen. And that's why I always be like, oh, I wouldn't change a thing. Because without those things, I might not be here.
Right. Maybe a different version.
The drive might not be there, none of that, because everything was just handed.
Right.
But anything you went through or going through, it was all designed already. It's on you to keep following your path, your design. You know what I'm saying? That's just my train of thought when I read that scripture right there.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
That makes a lot of sense to me. I take that in. I like that. Last question before we out of here.
All right, my brother.
What's next for Renaldo's Culinary Cuisine experience?
Man, we opening more restaurants, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we gonna keep doing this till we can't no more.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm too old for a career change.
Right.
So I gotta make this work, bro. I gotta make this work, man. I'm too old to be changing careers. So trying to open up some more restaurants, trying to get something franchised so I can get around and be in other locations and stuff like that. Um, I want to create something for the middle-aged people. You know, that's kind of what culture does right here.
You got it Thursday nights when we play the band and stuff.
Tuesdays. Yes, Tuesdays. Thursday night we have DJ Bingo, which is a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Y'all gonna see us up here one time.
Yeah, it's fun. I ain't gonna lie. A couple of drinks, like you're yelling bingo like a kid again. I swear to God.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
So
I'm just trying to stay positive. We still got a long way to go here, but I couldn't be happier just being in this position. But we still got work to do. Yes. You should always feel like that.
Anything about what Kobe said, job not finished.
It's not finished, brother.
Not finished.
Nope. Not at all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Brother, I appreciate you.
Hey, man, it was a pleasure, King.
Sir.
Absolutely.
I always appreciate it because you taught me a lot of things that I didn't know about myself going into this interview that kind of helped me figure out how to navigate my business alone and just my personal space going forward. So I appreciate you.
I appreciate
it. It's more than an interview for me.
Heard that.
More than that. How can they tap in with you on social media?
Oh yeah, Renaldo's Culinary Experience. You can tap in there. You can tap in at Culture, Noda, COT, and you can also tap in at We Love Anne Marie's on Instagram, Facebook. And you can always pull up on us too. I'm normally in the kitchen, man. I'm here. I'm outside. You feel me? Yes, sir.
Y'all, Renaldo's Culinary Experience, EXITTPLAN POD. Y'all gonna see this episode real soon. Brother, I appreciate you again.
Yes, sir. My man. Appreciate you, Brody.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.